Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler are unguardable together. Unguardable. And this starts, it's just classic Steph Curry right here. Look at him create space for himself. Watch him fake like he's going backdoor on Dante Exum right here. Get you leaning towards the paint. Once I've got you leaning, bang. Now I just come right off of Jimmy Butler down screen. Look at that space he just created for himself. 2 steps of space. Now I come off the down screen. Exum has no chance. Lay it in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can break down greatness every single day. There is no job perhaps easier in the history of the NBA than being the roller off a Steph Curry pick and roll, because you know the defense is trapping. They're not going to be able to give up open threes. They can't switch because Steph Curry will roast a big on the perimeter. So here comes the trap. So Draymond Green, all he's got to do is roll off this. Look at the space. They trap Steph Curry. Look at the opening Draymond Green has here off the roll. This could be a fan from the stands, a homeless person outside. Trap Steph Curry, roll wide open, catch, layup. Now Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are playing off each other. So off this cross screen for Steph Curry, the Mavericks are going to switch. So watch Jimmy Butler after he sets this screen. Look at him seal off his man right here on the switch. Look at that seal right there. So that guarantees the defenders switching over the top of the screen. Now Jimmy Butler can come off that screen and go right back door. That is an unguardable play. This is vintage. Again, look at the defenders' feet. Not level to each other. You're angling to the strong side of the floor. So if Steph Curry crosses you over towards the middle of the floor, you're not going to be able to slide your feet. You're going to have to twist your whole body around. And once that happens, look at the defender right now. He has to twist his whole body around. Now he's got you leaning towards the paint, and it's just right into this step back in your face. Steph Curry is a genius at creating angles and space for himself. You know the defense is going to be crowding him. So Spencer Dinwiddie, watch him as he comes up to crowd Steph Curry right here. Steph Curry's just going to lower his shoulder into him. Look at he come up to crowd him, bang. Now I lower my shoulder into you. Now I've got the angle. Now I've got the space. The strong side of the floor, Spencer Dinwiddie just had to shift over. Now the strong side of the floor is open. Just get right downhill into the paint. This is what the Warriors haven't had since Kevin Durant. When Steph Curry's off the floor, there's still another all-star to create offense. If you're going to be late to switch on Jimmy Butler, he will dominate you from the mid-range. Look at this big right here. Late to come up to switch, so once Jimmy Butler gets anywhere close to the paint, into that mid-range, it's 2 every time. Steph Curry off the floor, we still have someone to dominate the offense. They're going to isolate Jimmy Butler right here. Strong side isolation right here. So as Quinn in post clears out and goes to the weak side of the floor, the Mavericks are going to load up and still double. Dante Exum's going to stay in double baseline. So the on-ball defender's trying to keep Jimmy Butler to the baseline right here. So Jimmy Butler knows if I can turn the corner and get to the middle of the floor, that's where the Warriors have a numbers advantage. That's where I'm going to be able to make these wide open passes to the three-point line. So Jimmy Butler, look at him turn the corner, get to the middle of the floor. Now everybody's one pass away. Numbers advantage, practice 3. Steph Curry creating angles and space for himself. He knows wherever he goes on the floor, a defender's following him. So I'm going to go out towards the sideline. That's going to get P.J. Washington coming up, following me to the sideline. So as he's coming up towards the sideline and P.J. Washington's following him, bang, Brandon Podziemski going to immediately set a down screen, and Steph Curry's going to fly right off it. Get the defender coming out towards the sideline. Now I'm flying off a down screen, right to the paint, lay it in. All created by Steph Curry. It's just back and forth with the two of them creating offense. Now it's Jimmy Butler in an isolation. He's going to post up Najee Marshall from the three-point line. But as he turns to face him up here, that gets Najee Marshall backpedaling and off balance. So as I turn to face you up, look at Najee Marshall's feet. Off balance, feet aren't set. So now it's easy. Just a little jab step gets you leaning now towards the middle of the floor, and good night. There's just so many different options the Warriors have with both of them on the floor. Watch Steph Curry here. He's going to fake like he's going to set a screen on P.J. Washington, then slip it. So P.J. Washington, though, as Steph Curry fakes like he's setting that screen, P.J. Washington's now feeling out, waiting for that screen to get set. It never does get set. So as Washington's backpedaling into the screen, again, Jimmy Butler can just jab step towards the strong side of the floor. Bang. Now he's into that mid-range bucket +1. Now it's Steph Curry's turn. So Jimmy Butler, he's going to fake like he's coming off a down screen with Jimmy Butler. This is classic Steph Curry. Fake like I'm coming off a down screen, get the defender leaning towards the top of the key. As that happens, bang, just blow by him backdoor, lay it in. Same exact play from the first half. Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler's going to set this cross screen, and again, watch him seal right here. If the Mavericks want to switch this, Jimmy Butler's going to punish you right here. Look at Jimmy Butler on this cross screen, seal Dante Exum right there. Look at on this screen, look at him bump him, seal him off, so now he's forced to switch over the top. Again, now I beat you backdoor. This collapses multiple defenders, and even off the miss, there's nobody to box out. Now Steph Curry's just going to cook Klay Thompson in transition here. Klay Thompson's going to jog back and not sprint back and get his feet set. So you are done on Steph Curry in the open floor. You're jogging back towards the middle of the floor. All Steph Curry's got to do is fake like he's coming to the middle of the floor. That gets you leaning towards the middle and then cross you over, and then look at your feet aren't level to each other. You're not in a defensive stance. You're going to have to twist your whole body around on the crossover, and once Steph Curry's in the paint, that's easy. Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry are going to be a real problem. PJ Washington here has absolutely no chance. Again, Steph Curry, all he's got to do is get you leaning towards the middle of the floor, couple dribbles towards the middle of the floor. Again, your feet aren't level to each other. You're sliding towards the middle of the floor. Now I'm just going to cross you back over. You have absolutely no chance. You're completely turned around. This draws a second defender, and now Podziemski's open at the end of the clock. Steph Curry, again, just creates all these openings with his genius movement away from the ball. Swing it to the wing. You know the defender's not going anywhere. Spencer Dinwiddie's going to be crowding Steph Curry. So look at Steph Curry right here. Just lower his shoulder into Spencer Dinwiddie before this backdoor cut. Lower your shoulder into him. That means Spencer Dinwiddie can't get fully underneath. So now bang, just keep my shoulder into him. Now I cut backdoor for two. Whenever you get handsy and start gambling with Steph Curry out beyond the three-point line, he is going to get into that step back three easily. Look at PJ Washington, not showing his hands, sliding his feet, gambling. All Steph Curry needs is about a quarter step on you, and that's what you give him when you start gambling like PJ Washington's doing. Once he's got the angle, once he's got you leaning towards the middle of the floor, look at how he's got to step on PJ Washington. Bang, now I've got him leaning towards the middle of the floor, step back three. The Warriors can get easy buckets off Steph Curry pick and rolls anytime they want. You cannot run drop coverage with Steph Curry. So Kevon Looney setting the screen, that means PJ Washington's got to come out and trap. You can't run drop coverage, he's open for three. So as PJ Washington's coming out to trap, he's a little late. Now Steph Curry's got the space to just split through that trap, and once you split through a trap, it's wide open. It reminds you of the Kevin Durant Warriors. Steph Curry's off the floor. We still have an all-star to create offense. Isolate Jimmy Butler here. Look at all the eyes he draws. Every single Mavericks player is staring at Jimmy Butler on this isolation right here. And Omax Prosper one-on-one has no chance. Again, just get you leaning towards the strong side of the floor. Now your feet aren't level to each other, so once I cross you back over, you're not going to be able to slide your feet. You're going to have to twist your whole body around back here. And again, all these help defenders still, everyone's eyes staring at the ball. That creates nothing but cutting opportunities. So now Moses Moody sees this, backdoor cut, lay it in. Back to Jimmy Butler on the ISO. Kyrie Irving, if he's not going to get low and not going to battle, Jimmy Butler's going to destroy anybody in the post. Kyrie Irving's playing him straight up, not getting low and battling, trying to battle him with his chest. Jimmy Butler's just bigger, stronger, and again, he's already in the mid-range. So a little bit of bully ball, turn two.